Imagine this. You're scrolling through Pinterest or Instagram, looking for that perfect home aesthetic. You see a room, it's white, it's minimal, it's clean. But something feels off. It looks less like a home and more like a museum waiting for a velvet rope. It's beautiful, sure, but it's not breathing. It doesn't smell like olive oil or feel like warm stone under your feet. Now, close your eyes and think of the Mediterranean. Think of a whitewashed village tumbling down a cliff towards an impossible blue sea. Think of a lemon tree in a terracotta pot, its fragrance heavy in the air. Think of a house that feels like it grew out of the rocks centuries ago, not like it was dropped there by a delivery truck last Tuesday. Why do those homes feel so effortlessly alive, while our styled spaces often feel so sterile? We've been sold a lie by modern minimalism. We're told that peace comes from emptiness, that charm comes from a catalog. But the real secret to the Mediterranean home isn't about buying the right rustic decor from a big box store. It's about something far more radical. It's a philosophy of living that treats the house as a living organism, not just a shelter. And in 2026, as we crave authenticity more than ever, this ancient wisdom is the ultimate trend. I'm not just here to give you a shopping list of beige cushions and blue vases. Today, we are going to deconstruct the architecture of happiness. We're going to look at the specific, brilliant, and often overlooked design strategies that make these homes sanctuaries for the soul. By the end of this video, you'll stop trying to decorate your home and start learning how to inhabit it. Let's step inside. Section 1. The architecture of light, not just light fixtures. When we think about lighting the room, our first instinct is usually to look up. We think about ceiling fixtures, lamps, and bulbs measured in lumens. But if you walk into a traditional home in Greece, Italy, or Spain, you'll notice something profound. The architects and builders weren't thinking about light fixtures. They were thinking about light itself. They designed with light, carving the building like a sculptor carves marble, creating moments where the light becomes a physical presence in the room. This is the first major secret. Mediterranean charm is less about the color of the walls and everything to do with how the light hits them. It's about thick walls, not just for insulation, but to create deep window reveals. Those deep sills catch the light, turning a simple window into a sundial. As the sun moves across the sky, the angle of the light changes, the shadows shift, and the room itself feels like it's breathing. It's dynamic, it's alive. You're not just sitting in a box with a hole in the wall. You're participating in the rhythm of the day. In 2026, the big buzzword is New Mediterranean, and it's a rejection of the cold, flat, lead-lit interiors we've seen in the last decade. The new trend is about capturing that tactile warmth, and light is the primary tool. It's a perfect example of how contemporary architecture is relearning this lesson. The architects didn't just punch holes in the facade. They created porous, traversable bodies that frame and filter the landscape. They used the building as a lens to focus the view and the light. The result isn't just a well-lit room. It's a room that frames the landscape outside as a living painting. So, how do you steal this for your own home, even if you live in a suburban box with standard windows? Stop hiding your windows behind heavy drapes. Let the architecture speak. Paint the window recesses a slightly warmer white than the walls, or even a soft terracotta. This will catch the light and bounce it into the room in a warm, flattering way. And for goodness sake, ditch the flat, cool white paint. The color trends for 2026 in places like out of Spain are moving away from nuclear white towards muted, matte, and deep tones like sand and clay. You want a wall that drinks the light and gives it back as warmth, not a wall that blinds you with glare. Section 2. The Honesty of Materiality. We live in an age of incredible fakes. We have laminate that looks like oak, porcelain that looks like marble, and concrete that looks like, well, everything. But walk into a truly charming Mediterranean home, and run your hand along the wall. It's not perfect. It's not flat. It's probably lime plaster applied by hand, with undulations and imperfections that tell a story. This is the difference between a surface and a material. The Mediterranean aesthetic is brutally honest. It uses stone because stone is there. It uses terracotta because the earth yields clay. It uses wood because it's strong and beautiful. These materials aren't chosen for their on-trend status. They are chosen because they work. They breathe. They keep the house cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They age gracefully. A marble step that has been walked on for 100 years doesn't look worn out. It looks venerated. It develops a patina, a softness, a history that you can feel. This focus on authentic materials is exploding as a trend right now. We're seeing it in the rise of natural balance and the resurgence of classic Italian design, which emphasizes quality over quantity and timeless style with high-quality products. The project description talks about a continuous corridor circumnavigating the courtyard that operates as a porch, blurring the lines inside and out. This is achieved through honest construction. A roof as a thin plane supported by columns on one side and a perimeter wall on the other. The structure is the decoration. There's no fake molding, no applied trim. The beauty comes from the rhythm of the columns, the weight of the wall, and the texture of the materials. Bringing this home means making friends with imperfection. Instead of covering your walls in smooth, painted drywall, consider a lime wash or a textured plaster finish. It costs a bit more, but it transforms the feel of a room instantly. Instead of engineered hardwood with a perfect uniform grain, look for wide plank natural oak with knots and variations. If you have a concrete floor, don't cover it with carpet. Polish it and let its rawness ground the space. And please, avoid the temptation to theme it with fake Mediterranean artifacts. As the designers at Lucas Studio put it, make sure pieces don't feel overly contrived. A rustic piece should be actually rustic, not distressed by a machine in a factory. Section 3. The Ritual of Indoor-Outdoor Flow. We often talk about bringing the outdoors in. We buy ficus trees in pots and arrange them near the sofa. But the Mediterranean house doesn't just bring the outdoors in. It dissolves the boundary entirely. The outside is the inside. This isn't about decor. It's about living. It's about the glass of wine on the patio at sunset. It's about breakfast in a courtyard with the sound of a fountain. It's about doors that are open for 6 months of the year, turning the entire house into a shaded porch. This isn't just a romantic notion. It's a brilliant spatial strategy. The courtyard, or patio, is the heart of the Mediterranean home. It's the lungs. It provides light, ventilation, and privacy all at once. As David Lucas of Lucas Studio says, Mediterranean style translates well to any part of the world where the weather is conducive to indoor-outdoor living, a connection to the land and sea. It's a lifestyle that prioritizes flow over walls. The house isn't a fortress against nature. It's a platform for experiencing it. This idea is being reimagined in 2026 with incredible sophistication. The patio house I mentioned earlier is built around a 15 by 15 meter courtyard. That's not just a backyard. That's a room without a roof. It has a central reflecting pool and 3 shade trees, creating what the architects call an outdoor room at the dwelling's core. The house is literally wrapped around the experience of being outside. It's a design that responds to the climate and the culture of outdoor living, proving that this philosophy works even outside of Europe. To capture this, you have to stop thinking of your patio or balcony as a separate outdoor space and start thinking of it as another room. It needs to be furnished with the same care and intention as your living room. It needs lighting for ambience, comfortable seating for lounging, and a surface for a drink or a book. If you have sliding glass doors, keep the track clean and use them. If you have a small apartment, create a window box with herbs or trailing plants. Place a chair directly in front of an open window. Even the smallest gesture that connects the interior air with the exterior air will change the feeling of your home. Plant a lemon tree, even in a pot. It's the symbol of the Mediterranean home for a reason. It's beautiful, it smells amazing, and it gives you something real. Section 4. The Art of the Patinated Palette. Here's where we get into the look and feel that everyone tries to copy and gets horribly wrong. You see it all the time. A room painted a flat Aegean blue with a few white IKEA shelves and a striped pillow from HomeGoods. It looks like a theme park. It looks like a costume, because the real Mediterranean palette has nothing to do with bright primary colors. It's a palette of faded things. It's the blue of a shutter that has been baked in the sun for 40 years. It's the pink of a terracotta roof tile that has weathered 1,000 storms. It's the green of an olive leaf, dusty and silver. This is a palette that has been patinated by time and light. It's not about choosing a color. It's about choosing a color that has a history, even if you have to create that history yourself. The whites are soft, warm, and creamy, like old linen. The blues are deep and muted, like indigo or navy, not bright turquoise. The greens are sage and muted olive, as described in the 2026 color trends from the Costa Blanca. These aren't loud colors. They are colors that recede, that create depth, that wrap around you like a soft blanket. Jeff Andrews, a top LA-based designer, nails it when he says the Mediterranean style involves light naturals, bold pops of saturated color, and natural materials. Notice the order. The base is light and natural. The pops of color are accents, not the main event. In 2026, this is evolving into something even more sophisticated. We're seeing earthy tones in terracotta, moving away from flat beiges into full-bodied colors. Think desaturated terracotta that is almost pale pink, or clay tones that feel like raw earth. This is anchored by deep blues like navy or petrol that add drama and depth, grounding the whole scheme. To get this right in your home, you have to learn to mute your instincts. When you pick a color, walk it down a few notches on the saturation scale. If you love a bright blue, look for a blue that has a little gray or green in it. If you want a sunny yellow, find one that looks more like ochre or straw. And when you use these colors, use them on natural, textured surfaces. A matte, muted olive on a rough plaster wall is magic. The same color on a smooth, shiny wall in a builder-grade house will look like a mistake. Texture gives color its soul. Combine these earthy bases with touches of warm, natural tones in wood and stone. and you've created a backdrop that feels timeless and deeply human. Section 5. The narrative of found objects. Finally, we arrive at the thing that truly separates a charming home from a decorated one: the objects. In a Mediterranean home, the objects aren't decor. They aren't bought in a set from a department store. They are relics. They are souvenirs. They are useful things that have become beautiful through use. A chipped ceramic jug that holds wooden spoons. A worn leather chair that belonged to a grandfather. A basket picked up at a market years ago, now holding blankets by the fire. These things tell a story. They are the difference between a house that looks like a catalog page and a home that feels like a life. This is the eclectic part of the Mediterranean aesthetic that is so hard to replicate. It's the mix of cultures, the blend of high and low, the rustic and the refined. The team at Lucas Studio describes it perfectly. There is such a rich history of trade between all regions on the Mediterranean. This mixing of cultures has created an eclectic aesthetic with patterns that feel inspired by so many different hands. It's the Moroccan tile next to the Spanish ironwork, next to the Italian marble. It's global, but it's personal. It reflects the journey of the people who live there. Look at Casa Mediterranea. Again, the homeowners had a Filipino-Spanish background, so they incorporated machuca tiles, a traditional Filipino-Spanish tile, and reclaimed wood from an old property they own. Those pieces of wood aren't just reclaimed wood you buy by the square foot. They are pieces of their own history, given new life. They also brought in traditional furniture and heirloom pieces from their old house. This is the key. You cannot buy a story. You have to live it. So here is my challenge to you. Stop looking at accessories in the home decor section. Start looking at things that have a purpose or a past. Go to flea markets. Raid your parents' basement. Bring back a piece of pottery from your next vacation, even if it's just a simple, hand-thrown bowl. display your grandmother's old picture. Stack your books not by color, but because you love them. The goal is to curate a collection of things that matter to you. This is what gives a home that elusive charm. It's not the style of the objects. It's the soul of them. It's the evidence of a life well lived, gathered in one place, waiting for the next sunset. So, we've traveled from the sun-drenched coasts of Sicily to the suburban lots of the Philippines, from the lime-washed walls of a Greek island to the design trends of 2026. We've discovered that the secret to that irresistible Mediterranean charm isn't a secret at all. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to stop treating your home as a static display case and start treating it as a dynamic partner in your life. It's about letting the light shape your rooms, honoring the honest materials under your feet, dissolving the walls that separate you from the sky, painting with the faded colors of the earth, and filling your space with the beautiful clutter of your own unique story. This is the new Mediterranean trend that is taking over in 2026, but it's not new at all. It's the oldest way of building a home. It's a way of building that respects the climate, respects the materials, and, most importantly, respects the human beings who will live inside. It's a rejection of the cold, the sterile, and the mass-produced. It's a return to warmth, to imperfection, and to authenticity. You don't need a villa in Spain to live this way. You just need a shift in perspective. Start small. Open a window and leave it open for an hour. Run your hand along a wall and appreciate its texture. Replace one generic piece of art with a photograph of a place you love. Light a candle that smells like rosemary and listen to the sounds of the evening. Your home should be your sanctuary, not your showroom. It should hold you, not just hold your stuff. It should feel like a slow, deep breath. If you're ready to stop decorating and start living, hit that like button so more people can find this philosophy. And tell me in the comments below, what is one object in your home that tells a story? I read every comment, and I want to hear your stories. Subscribe to join me on the next journey, where we'll uncover the design secrets of another corner of the world. Until then, open the doors, let the light in, and make your home a place where you truly belong.
Ba ba